Hi there, I'm Michael Underwood, father of two and Celebrity MasterChef finalist, and today I'm going to show you how to make cheesy chicken schnitzel. Now, chicken schnitzel is a recipe I did in the early rounds of Celebrity MasterChef, and when I did it then, I did it wrong. So I've always been trying to get it better and do it right, and that's where I've got to now. And then I made it for my children and they loved it as well. So I thought, perfect, got to include this recipe in my series. So let's get started. First of all, you need some chicken breasts, and you have a choice now what you need to do with these. Basically, they come too thick. You can see it's a lot thinner at one end than it is at this end. So as you cook it, this will be fine, but halfway through here, it's still going to be raw, which is not what you want. So you can either wrap it in cling film and use a meat tenderiser, the flat side, not the spiky side, and you can flatten that out so it's nice and even. Or you can do what I'm going to do today, which is just simply butterfly the chicken. So for that, you just need a sharp knife, place the chicken breast down, and you're going to cut this way through the middle of it. Place your hand flat along the top, your knife about halfway down the chicken breast, and you just want to start to cut through like this. And by keeping your hand flat on top, it's well out of the way of the blade, so there's no risk. And every now and again, just check that you're cutting through, so you can see how that's just cutting straight through there. Just be gentle with it, gentle strokes. So you get it. Remember, you're not cutting all the way through, you just want to go far enough, slightly further, until I can flatten it right out. And there you have a butterfly chicken breast. So you can see that's much more even there, and when that comes to cooking, it'll cook a lot better. And so you'll have your raw chicken, fingers crossed. Once you've done that, we need to coat it. So to coat it, we're going to use some flour I've seasoned. I've put in here quite a bit of paprika. There's also salt and pepper. It just stops the chicken from tasting too bland and gives it a nice, tasty coating. So take your chicken breast, pop it straight into the flour. You want to make sure it's all covered in flour. Something like this. Then once you've done that, you can transfer it from your flour, and I'm going to cover it once again with egg. There we go, so just lay the breast down like that, and over it goes. Same again, make sure there's egg all over it. So basically you want to see the flour start to disappear. There you go. You just pick that up, and just let it all drip off a little bit. There we go. And then the final move, we're going into the breadcrumbs. And I've added Parmesan in there as well, which gives it a nice cheesy, salty taste around the outside. And again, just about pressing it down. And when you're happy, pop it over, and do the same again. So once you're happy that's all covered, got a nice generous coating, you can take that off, and that one is ready to cook. Then you can go back and do the same again with the other chicken breasts. Once you've coated your chicken breasts, you're ready to cook them. For this, you need to get quite a generous amount of oil into a frying pan. The reason for so much oil is because you don't want them to burn. If you only have a tiny amount of oil, you'll find they'll burn very, very quickly. This is a nice way to make sure they're golden and crisp. So we're going to put one in now. You just want to leave it in there now to go nice and golden and even on one side, and we're just going to flip it straight over. And don't forget, if you like what you see, you can subscribe to our channel and get access to loads more recipes. And then I've just transferred this onto a plate with some kitchen roll just to absorb the excess fat. And that'll be ready to go. So there you have it, the chicken schnitzel is cooked. Now I've decided to serve this with some mash. This is really simply put together. I just use some cream and butter, a bit of salt. I like this to be nice and creamy because it stops the whole meal feeling too dry. And then just a little bit of sweet corn and peas, my children's favourite veggies. Pop them on the plate and you're all done. Don't forget, we'd love to see your attempts at doing this recipe and maybe even coming up with something new. Take a picture and send it to us on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll see you next week.